welcome to your weekly reading. This is from June 2nd to June 8th. I hope that you're all doing well. So before I start the reading, I am going to do some clearing with the chime and then with my mom's bell, and then I'll top it off with any sprays. Anything that you need to know is underneath the description box, and how you get the sprays, okay, as well. How to get the crystals from Auto Spirit, which you still have 20% off, and whatever you buy from them, uh, some the money, not all of it, but some of it goes back to the ocean. All right, that's a very beautiful thing. That's why they're called Auto Spirit. I love that about them. And they really are like a small based family business, and I always help the small based family businesses. What else do I want to say? For those of you that are wanting some type of clearing or healing or any shape or form, yes, if you do know someone on your end, go for them. But like if you want, there's also Mark. For those of you that are wanting rituals, because I do have a lot of rituals, and I haven't really mentioned that before at the beginning, but I do have, like at the beginning when I started doing my readings, I have many of them. So for any type of healing or ritual that you need for clearing, for soulmate, for love, for anything that you want, anything when it comes to health, money, abundance, whatever blockages, all you have to do is send me an email. My emails are underneath the description box below as well. You can also find me on all social media as well for inspirational posts. Okay, so Libra, and for those of you that do want a personal reading, I'm still open to that. Please be patient because there's a lot of influx of emails that I get sometimes, and it takes me time to reach you. But when I do, you'll know when I reach out to you. Just be patient with that. But I am open for personal readings. Okay, so we're going to start doing the clearing. Now, for those of you that have, like, if the chimes, you're very sensitive to noise, just lower or adjust actually your volume. You have that on your side to adjust it to how you want it. Okay, so we're going to clear my energy and space and do the same thing for you, Libra. Now we're going to set intentions. I will send the intentions for Libra collective love, light, and peace and protection. And there's anything else that you want to set intentions on, now is the time. All right. Beautiful. Now I'm going to use my mom's bell and some spray. There you go. Love it. Okay, we're going to get into your reading. First, we're going to start out with some angel numbers from June 2nd to June 8th. Time is passing so quickly. I don't know how you've been feeling, Libra. Let me know in the comments below. I always like to hear from you. If you have any prayers that you want to give to others or to yourself, leave them in the comments below for my mom. And let's see, Libra. You got Ancestors 808. This talks about balance, power, struggle, force, violence, hope, ancestors, low vibration, and warning. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. 808. Okay. And then you got 0550, friendship. This is about success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary, whether in your professional or personal life. You will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Okay, so 808 and 0554. 0550. I don't know why I said four. But in the, don't freak out about the health thing. It could also be for some of you, if you are like hard workers and you work a lot and you don't balance your life too much. Could also be if you're putting like all you do is work, work, work. Yes, you have to be careful that your body, like, at one point you're going to be exhausted, so it's only normal that that card could come up. But, if you're not feeling good in any shape or form at this time, we are going through a huge shift. So, it's sometimes it could be that. But if you feel more safe, go see a doctor or go see a naturopath, and see what your options are, in that. But it's just a warning, okay? 808 and 0550. So I'm going to take out a card or two from the sacred deck, Sacred Symbols for Libra. Oh, that card wanted to come out. Okay, underneath, spiritual cleansing. Okay. So you have number 8, and it talks about a karmic path. So some of you are on this karmic path right now. It could be someone of the past or some type of karma or karmic. Okay, but of the past, but could be also another lifetime that you had. Okay, in energy. And then you have number 50, which talks about spiritual cleansing. Now, some of you are needing of this, okay, of a spiritual cleansing. You could go see a healer out there, so you could reach out to Mark if you like. But I also offer spiritual cleansing rituals. And if you do want one and you want to do it for yourself whenever you feel heavy or stressed or just feel like a lot is on your shoulders or just like not feeling yourself, all you have to do is email me and I'll send you one. Okay. And if that doesn't work for you, then you can reach out to someone that you trust. Okay. Like a healer or someone that is able to do that. Now we're going to get started with your reading. Okay. Okay. We'll take these cards. All right. We're going to look at your situation. We're going to look at what's crossing you as your challenge. We're going to look at your immediate future, your advice, what is in that you can't see at this time, and your potential outcome. When I say potential outcome, it's because you have free will and nothing is really set in stone. And you are the only one. If you want it, you could claim it, okay? And then we're going to clarify the cards. And at the end of that, I will give you what the universe wants you to know. June 2nd to June 8th. Okay. 4 of Wands and energy. I feel there's a lot of celebration in your home. This time it could be. I feel that your home there's a focus on your home, or foundation here. A lot of you are going through a lot of a spiritual awakening at this time, but there is celebrations that you have been celebrating or are, or I just feel like in your home. But we're gonna see like if there's a new beginning that's happening there, or I want to see what the challenge is. Yeah, there's definitely there's some type of new beginning or some type of change that's going to take place in your home. The Ace of Wands signifies like, you know, excitement and inspiration and just like good energy of like just fire element. Okay. And there's a new beginning in terms of your creativity, or there's some change. Maybe some of you are doing changes to a home. Um, but there is a new beginning that's taking place in this home. Okay. It could also be about love for some of you. Let's look at the root. What is the root? 2 of Cups. Okay, there's a union here. Let's look at the recent past till now. The 10 of Swords. There was an ending of a cycle here where it was dark for a very long time. A lot of you probably were in limbo or stagnant in a situation, trying to find different perspectives in the situation here. But there's light that's coming through. Okay, so maybe you felt stuck or a lot of overthinking. What are you working towards? What's Libra working towards? Okay. 2 of Swords. You're undecisive about something. Maybe opening your heart. It could be two people, two choices you have to do. You've been sitting on the fence about something. You've been thinking about it, and you're in your head. In the immediate future. Oh, wait a second. Okay, wait. There's many cards there. Yeah. Okay. So, in the immediate future, you got the Page of Cups. It's about listening to your heart. Listen to your what your heart is telling you. In the advice, you got the Tower. Unexpected, something unexpected, especially if you're single here. There could be a union that's coming in. Let's look at what is saying that you can't see. Got the Well. Okay. Another card for the Well. While you're completing a cycle here, maybe a lot of you were reluctant to do anything new. You weren't ready for. But what it shows me is that there's an ending of a cycle that you had to go through because the Ten of Swords showed up. So that's why the World card is here. Usually, if the Ten of Swords shows up, the World card is always near with the Tower. Okay. So you completed something here and you're going to the next level, but there's a pause. Okay. Because there is a new beginning here. Let's look at the hopes and fears. Jupiter. Yeah. So some of you maybe have Cancer placements. If you do, that could be part of it also. There's an energy here of karma, luck, being at the right place at the right time, abundance that's coming in. Just things are going to go into your favor here. Okay. And let's look at the possible outcome. Temperance. Patience is the key, and healing. Trying to bring something into balance here. Okay, is very important. And in the overall, you got the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are holding back and holding back. Period. For some of you, this could be finances, thinking that you don't have enough. But I really feel that this is that you're holding back from going towards where your heart is telling you to go. Because I feel that sometimes with the Two of Swords and energy is that you're still like blocking your heart. So we're going to clarify the cards. Let's see what else is happening here. For Libra, June 2nd to the 8th. Okay, cards are ready. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles. Two of Swords. You're in your head about something here. You're undecisive. Okay, so you got the Two of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. With the Hermit. You've been looking at the past here for a while. You've been secluded, following your own path, reflecting, meditating, whatever it is. If it's not meditating, just being on your own here and looking into the past, because there was something karmic in the past year that you were going through where you done the healing. And slowly, surely you are moving on, but sometimes you do face yourself looking into the past and you have those memories that show up, right? These memories that show up here for you. A lot of you are holding back, maybe in reaching out to someone or talking to someone, whatever this is, okay? But you're undecisive. You're undecisive about something here. There's something here that you need to make a decision on. And with the Three of Pentacles, I see a strong foundation here. Now there's many messages. There could be messages like holding on to something that expired is what I'm hearing. Holding on to memories that, nostalgic memories or just memories. You're holding on to something here. You're keeping to yourself. You're having your own process here. You're holding on to something tightly where you already have healed, and there's an energy of you moving on from this. Okay. And you're also undecisive because there could be some sort of collaboration or teamwork, or it could be a friendship or friendships that are coming around you at this time. Okay, so let's look at the Four of Wands here in your situation. Okay, you have Justice reversed. You came in reversed. King of Wands upright in the Queen of Swords. I don't know if you're following your intuition at this time, Libra, between June 2nd and 8th. I mean, there's something here that you're not trusting at this time. Maybe you're feeling that things are unjust in your home at this time, or just in terms of like not communicating. There's some truth that has to be told, something you're feeling that is not fair, and you're really thinking logically about everything, but almost like, yeah, you're thinking logically about things. But I'm not sure 100% at this time in this situation that you're dealing with that things are unjust and something is not in balance here, in a home or in a situation or anything what makes you feel like home. Okay, I don't. It shows me that you're not in touch with your intuition. Okay, but what is being asked of you is to speak, and what's being asked of you is that to take action towards something here, which clearly you're not. Let's look at the Ace of Wands in your challenge, because there is a new beginning here. It's been here for a while. Okay, let's see, what is this Ace of Wands about for you? Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, as you're trying, as the universe is trying to put people in your life, whatever this means, or you keep going back into the past. And the Nine of Cups, yeah, because there is someone new that's coming in here. Definitely, could be a friendship. It could start out. It could be a friendship. Uh, that's definitely, or it could be through work or socializing, whatever it is here. And there is someone new that's a new beginning. But there's also an energy here where you're carrying a lot on your shoulders. Whatever this karmic path that led you here, a lot. The universe is trying to show you something new or someone new, and some of you are focused to the past. There could be a lot of interferences as well. A lot of interferences, third-party situations, people, places, things, whatever, okay? Or this could be also talking about your creative side that's trying to come through here, and how much value you put into yourself. Let's look at this Two of Cups here, because there is a Two of Cups energy. There is a union here. Lovers. Communication is the key. Okay, Mercury. We are in Gemini season. The Hangman. See, the Hangman came through. You've been stagnant here in a situation for a very long time. You've been in limbo. And what it shows up is that there's trust issues in this situation, and there's still heartbreak and undecisiveness. It could be that you're talking negative about it, or talking negative to yourself about it, but you're stagnant here, and there's important decisions to be made when it comes to this union. You're exhausted. You're going through a lot of emotions here, as this thing, but Mercury is here to tell you, hey, you know what? Why aren't you speaking? Let's look at the Ten of Swords in the recent past till now. There's finally light at the end of a tunnel here. That's been in the dark for a very long time. You've got the Emperor reversed, the Empress upright. What's this about? Five of Cups, the King of Cups, Three of Wands. You're waiting. You're waiting. Again, crossroads. Okay, so there's an energy of you wanting to receive something here. Okay, whatever you like, these opportunities or whatever it is, this abundance or whatever it is, you've been wanting to receive something here, but a lot of you are still letting go. Okay, you're still letting go of like resentment, hurt, mistakes. You're doing like you're releasing here, and you keep looking at those three cups that have whatever interference, whatever that took place, that that why did it happen, whatever. But then you don't notice that right in front of you, there's two new cups there. There's two cups there. So you have to find that silver lining. You need to find that closure within yourself, because sometimes you're not going to get closure from anybody else. Okay, where some of you are not even, you're not taking action towards it. You're not taking action towards it. There was a commitment here. Now there was no commitment. And a lot of you are, I also feel here that on the emotional front, though, I feel, because you have healed, is that you are in balance with your emotions. You're very diplomat when it comes to business, very kind, aloof, okay, more standoffish, more reserved, but you value family, and some of you want a family, or you've been waiting for new opportunities to come in. You've been waiting for it. You want this. But then there's also the past that is still here. Let's look at the Two of Swords in what you're working towards. Queen of Pentacles, you're working toward, okay, so at this time you are focused on business and money. Ten of Coins, no, sorry, Two of Coins. You're trying to bring something into balance here. Work, life, and that maybe you're multitasking, you're doing a lot at the same time. You need to find a way to ground yourself. I think your work grounds you somehow. It does. You got the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Coins, the Magician, and the Strength card. You have the courage and the strength to go through the situation. You're pretty strong, and you have been manifesting. Yeah, you are manifesting. You are going through a transition here. I feel like better times are coming ahead for you, but you have you're really trying hard to bring something into balance here. Let's look at the Page of Cups. Ten of Cups. Two of Cups. There it goes. There's a union here. Ace of Swords. You have to follow your intuition in the immediate future. In the past, maybe you haven't really, but now you have to. You're going to gain clarity here, and you're going to see the truth. You're going to go inward and trust your intuition here, because there is a union. And this Page of Cups looks at the past, but there's also someone new coming in. Okay? So there's someone from the past and someone new. But there will be a breakthrough. You just have to follow your intuition. I feel that your senses, when it comes to your intuition, you're going to see things more clearly than before. Okay? Let's look at the Tower in your advice. What's the Tower about? The Seven of Cups. The Five of Wands. The Knight of Wands. There's a lot of choices here, of course, and options. There's also a lot of confusion. You're confused. Conflict within yourself. And part of you wants to take off here, wants to move on. You want to, but you're in the hangman position, because there could be a new, like you want to go, and I feel like you're very restless, okay? What's their advice, though? What can I tell them? What can I tell Libra for advice? You're very restless, confused, conflict. There's a lot of conflict here that you're going through. What's their advice here? Because you are in the hangman, and you're worried, okay? You're not sleeping much. You have a lot on your mind. Four of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Wands. You're going through actually a rebirth, and everybody on the collective is at this time. You're going through a death and rebirth. There's a huge transformation coming through. There's finally light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, definitely. But I feel here is that you're going to start, there's some type of communication that's going to take place, or that you are not going to hold back any longer. And something is going to take action is coming in here. Okay, definitely. You're going to hear the signs very clearly. You'll know when to do it, I feel. And something is going to take flight here. Okay. Now let's look at what you're not seeing. Is you got the World card with the Well, which you're not taking action here. But in the advice, it's telling you to let go of what's holding you back and to communicate. Page of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Nine Cups. There's still wish fulfillment that you truly want here. It's about listening to your heart. And if your heart is blocked, or if you're blocking your heart for not feeling, it's going to take you longer, but you're going to get there eventually. It's just, you have to listen to your heart, and what your heart is telling you is there is a wish fulfillment. And you've been faced with a lot of challenges here, but Spirit told me that you overcame these challenges, and there is some type of gift that's coming in for you, whether it's money or personal situation here. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune and the hopes and fears. Some of you are wanting a second chance. Oh, Ace of Cups reversed. Six of Wands reversed. The Chariot. Yeah, so when I said at the beginning, if you have Cancer placements, this is going to be good for you because Jupiter is going to be in Cancer. And so if you do have Cancer placements, that's going to help you because there is like the Wheel of Fortune is showing up, okay, for you. Abundance and good luck, and just things are going to be in your favor. There could be a second chance here for someone, or this is like something where in the past, if something was not successful, okay, or there was something that there was love and then there wasn't any anymore for some odd reason. I see here that some of you are going to take your power back and you're going to move forward in a new direction. Now, there could be some of you that will go back to this because it's karmic. Because there's some type of truth you need to know here. There's something that you need to know. There's no communication. I could see that someone cut communication here. But the truth is going to show you, okay? The truth and communication, there's going to be a breakthrough here. What Spirit is saying in advice is you can't hold back anymore. You have to communicate and face what you need to face here, because some of you don't want to face it because you're wearing a blindfold. Okay, so something in the past did not work out. What Spirit is showing me is that you're going to take your power back and you're going to move forward. Some of you will be traveling. This is a very ambitious card as well. Okay, and yes, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're overly exhausted. Overly exhausted. Let's look at Temperance. Like I said, there's someone new. Okay, also as well here, as someone from your past, which I feel like you didn't get closure. But half of you sometimes is ready for the future, but then something brings you back to this past. Okay, so let's look at Temperance. Healing is needed. Ten of Wands, the Devil card. And the Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, something was not in divine timing in the past. Something fizzled out here. There was a lot like toxic people or energies or patterns or people that you were bound to, or this could have been when Pluto was in Capricorn and when we dissolved it in November 20th of 2024, but it's still with us here in 2025 because 2025 is a number 9 in numerology. And so there's a completion here where something was really hard for you. You've been carrying a lot on your shoulders for a very long time, and there's an ending, and healing is finally taking place, and balance and patience here. There was a lot of energies in that being in the shadow. Give me one more card overall for the Temperance, the Ten of Wands, the Devil, and the Page of Wands reversed. One more card for that, please. Ten of Cups reversed. Hmm. Ten of Swords, Death, no communication. Some of you, and there's awesome truth. It's here. Some of you cut communication, or there's no communication. You've been feeling stuck, and you've been in your head. Some of you were dealing with an Aquarius that showed up. Okay, what is showing me here, okay, is that whatever this was in the past, whoever you were dealing with, they, in the past, you're at the end there was no more happiness. Okay, and there was a death, and there was a death cycle. It was a death, like a death took place in this situation. I don't know what this is. It could be a union, whatever it is. It was really off balance, and the, there was an ending of a cycle that you had to go through. It was a very difficult one in your relationships, because when Pluto was in Capricorn, all the cardinal signs were getting hit pretty hard for the last 17 years in our relationships, business ships, friendships, you name it, and everybody else felt it too on the collective, but mostly the cardinal signs. So yeah, there was there's a death and rebirth here, but there could have, there's a. I feel like some of you need to communicate with someone from your past. You need to have that closure. I feel that for some of you, or you need to face the truth, and not have fears over it. Okay, um, you need to know so that you could, you know, go back and retry again. For some of you, I do see this happening, and for others of you, it shows me here in the cards that what spirit is also saying is that you have to face your music. At the end of the day, if that's what you want, then you go for it, and if that not, you don't want that, and there's, because I do see someone new here coming in, then you go for that. At the end, it's up to you what you do. Okay, you are in control of your life, of your destiny. Now we're going to take out a card from the universe. I'm just going to take an extra card here for the overall of the reading. I always forget to do that. What is the overall? One more card for Libra for the overall from June 2nd to the 8th. Okay, two cards. Okay. Moving very slowly towards something. Making progress. Somehow you're making progress through all this, but a lot of you are feeling stuck and in your head. That's why I said, like, this week you're in your head a lot. Okay. Um, and what Spirit is asking you is to take time out to rest. Okay, to heal, to gain clarity, because there is a new beginning that's taking place for you with the Ace of Wands, and it should be very exciting. Are you feeling excited, Libra? Okay, give me a card for what does the universe want to tell Libra from June 2nd to the 8th? Okay, let's see. Libra, if you are noticing changes within yourself, it's because you're leaving the old version of yourself behind. You are elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending and new beginnings are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter. Next card. Libra, perhaps you are reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift. One change after another, you are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle with yourself. And last but not least, Libra, don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times. That is when you will grow most. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. So I hope that you did enjoy your reading, Libra. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week.